Hello, how are we? Welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy. Okay, please like, please share, please subscribe to the channel. We're not a million miles away from the magic 200 number before the season is out. I'd really appreciate that. Okay, so this one is the post-match of Liverpool 0, Paris Saint-Germain 2 in the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League that Liverpool lost 4-0 on aggregate. Okay, just before I start, I just want to give a message out to why a video was not made yesterday. It's a very important day in the calendar for Liverpool Football Club and to all the family and friends of the 97. The pain doesn't change. The pain, the hurt still goes on, and the fight also still goes on for those that tragically lost their lives on on that day back in 1989. So it was not a time to talk football yesterday for me personally. It was a time to pay my respects. So yeah. Okay, right. So as I said, this is the post-match of the game that was played on Tuesday night, and look, the lads gave it a bit of a go. If I'm honest with you, when I say a bit of a go, it was mainly in the second half. But there are talking points about the game. First half, I'm not going to break it down into chances or whatever that we had. There were only half chances. Talking points for me before kickoff was the team selection. Slot had made one change to the game at in Paris. Excuse me. He brought in Isaac for Joey Gomez, who dropped to the bench. Mistake number one from our head coach. And yeah, it was a massive mistake. To tell the whole world before kickoff that Isaac is just playing 45 minutes was a huge mistake. Absolutely huge mistake. I would have wanted Alexander Isak to come on in the second half when the legs were a bit tired. And look, he was ineffective. He had one header, I think, straight at the keeper, Safonov, and he had 5 touches in 45 minutes. That, Mr. Slot, is absolutely horrendous for you to do that, and obviously advertise it to the whole footballing world, what you're going to do. The other thing about that half was Hugo Ekitike's injury on 27 minutes, a really nasty one, ruptured Achilles. 6 to 9 months is the diagnosis, but that's even before you start running. Recovery. Before you even kick a ball, you're looking at 12 months, and the lad was in agony, wasn't he? He tried to get up, but he just couldn't, and he was taken straight to hospital. And obviously, the diagnosis was made yesterday and released yesterday by the club. So, Hugo, I know you're going to miss the World Cup, probably, but you're young enough to make the next one for your country. But we just want to, from this channel here, wish you all the best and hopefully get a speedy recovery. Look, out of the match, Liverpool had 21 shots, 5 were on target. PSG only had 12 shots and 6 were on target. The possession that Liverpool had in this game was 53%, which you want it to be, to 47% of PSG's. Like I say, nothing really happened in the first half. The setup was all wrong again by Slot. Haven't absolutely. I mean, why he played Ekitike on the right and Verts more left? It just didn't work at all. So for me, look, second half, like I say, they gave it a go. Look, over 180 minutes plus, Liverpool were not the better team. To come away with a scoreline of 4-0 is not where we want to be. Seen as somebody at the football club uses PSG as a benchmark. Second half, between the break and probably 65 minutes, Reds, they enjoyed 75% possession. They recorded 7 shots to 0 shots of PSG. For me, there were players on that pitch who were playing like individuals rather than a team with shape. The shape was all over the place. Honestly, it was. The sad indictment for me was when Slot started to make the substitutions. Obviously, at half-time, Isak came off, and he and Frimpong, they were replaced by Gakpo and Joey Gomez. So, and then Gomez comes off at 70, doesn't he? And we have a penalty shout. It's a free kick anywhere else on the pitch other than the penalty area. I'm not sure why VAR got involved. It was soft, but it's a penalty at the end of the day. If we'd have took that away, we might have got something from the game. And I'm not saying we're going to win the game or the tie, because PSG were going to score, because the game was becoming a bit open. And obviously, 5-6 minutes after that penalty was ruled out. Dembele went and put the ball in the back of the net, and he just turned Maka inside out, didn't he? And I thought when he turned him and he got his shot up, I thought Gravenberg could have done a bit better, but he decided to turn as well, didn't he? And it was too late. It was a good finish right in the corner. People are saying that Mamardashvili should have got down to it. Look, he couldn't. Neither would have Alisson. So we have to be real. So, and then Slot makes other changes. Jones comes on. Gomez goes off because he's injured. The mistake was that Szoboszlai went to right back, and we were still creating chances, but we were woeful in our finishing. Absolutely woeful. Rio's on. Rio gets a shot off, saved well by Safnov. Gakpo on 2 or 3 times decided not to pass a ball to a teammate in a better position and lost the ball. So, yeah, and then 90 plus 4 or 5 minutes, whatever it was, sucker punch. A very tired Szoboszlai loses the ball. There's Barcola, puts it across. There's Dembele. Again, people are saying, could Mamardashvili have done something about it? Not really, It was a good, clean finish by the Frenchman. And then the game finished 2-0. But I have to say that the support on that night from the stands was absolutely fantastic, especially the Cop. They were singing. They were trying to get behind the team. And And yeah, it was a have a go performance, but like I say, over the 180 minutes plus, Liverpool were miles off it. Contrary to what Slot was saying, that we are a bit nearer to PSG, and we can show that we can play with the best in this tie today. And I'm sorry, he just doesn't get it, does he? Absolutely does not get it. We are further away from PSG this season than we were last season when we played them. Further away. It's going to take about 4 windows to get anywhere near that after the silly stuff that's been coming out before and after the game about Slot saying that we have to sell players before we can buy players, and this is what we're going to put up with now. Ornstein, who's Pally apparently with FSG. He's saying that that FSG want to keep Slot for next season, and will give him the funds to make the team better. And I'm sorry, but this is just in the head of FSG, Edwards and Hughes, a Brendan Rodgers moment where they said he could keep his job. What did he do? He got rid of his coaching staff and brought other coaching staff in. We let him run the team, and then he gets sacked in October the following season. It's it's an utter shambles, actually, off the pitch, what's going on. An absolute shambles. But, yeah, there was talk about Hughes and Edwards possibly leaving. Hughes has come out and said he's not going to leave now. He's going to see out his year. So he's not going to go to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. He's going to see out his contract and help Arne Slot get the personnel in. Again, another massive mistake, because do I trust him with the pennies at the club to do the job properly after letting 10 players go last season and only bringing in 5? No, I don't trust him at all. He's all the hype about him when he was at Bournemouth. Well, he's at a massive club here. 3 times massive than Bournemouth, and he's failed for me in his second season. He really has. We needed reinforcements back in January, and he didn't get them. He didn't get them. We didn't get them, and we've had a shit show all season. Yes, there are mitigating factors in that, but look, at the end of the day, we still have to play these games. We still have to turn out a team. Slot's absolutely not interested in the academy, apart from throwing the academy under the bus against Palace at Anfield. And yeah, it was a diabolical coaching performance from him over the 2 games. He's taken the team backwards this season. He's not galvanised them to take them forward. He mentions XG all the time, mentions PSG. He just really hasn't got a Scooby. And as you can tell from me, we need a change. We need a different voice in the changing rooms, and it has to happen quickly. Really, really does. Virgil van Dijk said he was disappointed about the result, but knocking on the door is not good enough. It's not good enough at all. We've got a massive game coming up on Sunday at the Hilly Dicky Stadium, whatever it's called, against Everton. And yeah, it's our first encounter there. Everton have got a typhoon out, or whatever you want to call it. I saw a picture of it today. It was a bit hilarious, really. But yeah, David Moyes will have his team ready for that game. He knows we are a soft touch. We have not got no dark arts with them. I heard somebody say today that wasting time, the biggest team that wastes time is Arsenal. They're number one. Surprise, surprise. That's Arteta for you. And he said the least team that wastes time is Liverpool. And that just tells you all about it. We don't do enough dark arts for me at all. We're an easy touch. You can blow us over like a feather. And yeah, we need to be more clinical, absolutely clinical in front of goal. Okay, so that's enough from me about the game. I'm going to do a preview for the Everton game tomorrow. Slot's going to do his talk tomorrow, isn't he? Presser. We'll find out about injuries, players, see who's available, and see what he has to say about the game. I will do the pre-match. It will be out around 7 o'clock, if not earlier than that. Just one other bit of sad news to bring you. Alex Meninga, he passed away at the age of 48, which is no age at all. He was a backup goalkeeper that we bought back in 2016. He only played in 2 friendlies. The Australian played for his home side, Red Bull Salzburg, Arsenal, Fiorentina, Juventus, and FC Augsburg. So thoughts go out to his family and friends at this difficult time from Up the Reds TV, and I'm sure you guys will sentiment that as well. Okay, enough from me. You give me your thoughts. What are you thinking about this story that Slot's going to stay for another season? And we have to sell before we can buy players. I've no idea who we're going to sell, because I will be doing a talk about who is likely to be sold and who Liverpool might be bringing in. Okay, right. Thanks very much for watching this one. It's a short one for you guys. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow on the pre-match for Everton Liverpool. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Up the Reds.